Hey guys, so today I have this look for you. It was requested by someone on my Instagram. She has requested a few makeup looks prior, so I just want to say thank you and keep them coming. And I hope this is what she was looking for. She showed me a picture of a gold eye with a black smoky outer corner. I did change up a few things. The the makeup seemed to be missing a few elements, so I just kind of added. It needed a transition color, didn't have a transition color, and I added the eyelashes and the black eyeliner to the waterline because it seemed like it just went. So yeah. So if you want to see how to get this look, just keep on watching. Okay, so let's get started. The first thing I'm gonna do, like always, is find my lost primer. There it is. And I'm using the e.l.f. eyelid primer. And just blend that all the way in. Then I've been using this Macabella, however you want to say it, eye primer. It's a really thick primer. It's almost like a concealer. And I'm just using that as a base on just my eyelid. I'm not going any further. And I'm also putting a little bit in the tear duct. And just when the product lessens, I'm bringing it out on the outer corner. I feel like I have a black eye. Okay. Then I'm going to take my trusty, what is this? It's an e.l.f. Professional Defining Eye Brush. This is the $1 one. I love this brush for blending and the crease, everything. I'm going to take this color by Coastal Scents Hot Pot, and it's just like a tan. It's, you know, one color darker than my skin tone. This is actually almost the same color as my bronzer that I used to contour with. So if you have, you know, that kind of color, you could use that also. And I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna use this as my transition color right above my crease. Very subtle, but it makes a big difference. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm taking a flat brush like this, and I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild Sparkle Till Morning palette. And to get this gold color, I'm going to be using this eyelid color with this brow bone mixed in it, that one. So I'm gonna make a lighter gold because the brow bone color is actually, it's not a white, it's like a goldish creamy color, so it works out perfectly. And I'm gonna place that on the lid and staying right, I'm going a little bit on top of my own crease. Let me move this over a tad bit. Okay. Then I'm going to take that blending brush and just kind of blend in that gold with the transition color. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to be taking is this e.l.f. cream liner. And I'm just gonna take a angled brush. It's just an art brush. And I'm going to take a little bit of the cream liner. I'm going to place that as the base for the black. Just like that. Then I'm going to take my finger, I know you can't really see right now, sorry, and I'm just going to kind of pull that inwards. Okay. It doesn't have to be perfect. Then I'm going to take a different flat brush, and I'm going to be using, you can use any matte black. I just use the one from Drinking a Glass of Shine. It's like dark matte black. I love this black. And we're going to place that right on the gel liner, cream liner. And I'm actually going to bring that inwards with this brush lightly and carefully, just a tad bit, just like that, not much. And as the product lessens on the brush, I'm going to slowly, I'm going to lightly tap it in, so you're going to start a transition. Then I'm going to go back in with the gold color that we mixed, and we're going to start patting that over the black. And you can go back and forth if you need to. So you put a little too much gold, you can go back with black. I'm going to wipe off that flat brush with the black on it, just a tad bit. And I'm going to pull in some black it's not as strong. Then I'm going to take this is just a thin flat brush, and I'm going to kind of work that and as you can see, I made a cat eye shape. Make sure it's the same. Make sure it's the same on both sides. This one's a little Then I'm going to go back with that fluffy brush in the transition color, that light brown, and I'm going to lightly go over that black edge and blend it some more. Okay. Then I'm going to take my other trusty flat brush, and from the Drinking a Glass of Shine palette, this is the same palette as the I Heart Matte palette. I'm going to take the brow bone color, the skin tone color right here that I always use, and I'm going to place that right underneath my brow, and I'm going to use this to blend out any harsh lines. So I'm going to go back with the Sparkle Till Morning palette, and I'm going to be taking this brow bone color, and this is kind of like it's like a tannish champagne kind of color, a little bit of shimmer in it, and I'm just taking that on the tip of my brush, and I'm going to be placing that underneath the highest point of my brow and bringing it downwards. So you should have something like this so far. I need to find a hair tie and put my hair up. Okay, so the next thing I'm gonna do, oh, hello, is I'm gonna take my eyelash curler and curl my lashes. Then I'm gonna be taking my Maybelline Line Stiletto eyeliner and doing quite a thin line for my liking. But I think it goes good. It does go good with this look because it's not, I mean, the eyes are dramatic, but they're not too dramatic. This thing's almost gone. So just line your eye really quick. And I know it's weird, but even though you can't really see it, I still do a wing liner. It's not weird. I just have like an obsession. Like I have to have a wing liner, else I feel naked. What do we do next? While I'm waiting, I put on false lashes for the first time in like months. We went to the Improv and I decided I want to get all dolled up, so I got all ready. I put on false lashes and I miss false lashes so much that even though I'm not going anywhere, I'm gonna put them on. So these are just like eBay lashes that I've cut down to size. I cut them down a little bit smaller, and I'm just using some lash grip eyelash adhesive, and I'm gonna put that on the put that on my eyelashes, and we'll set that aside for it to dry. While we're waiting for that, we're going to go ahead and do the bottom lash line. And we're just going to do the same thing. We're going to take black. And I'm just going to take that on the angled brush. This is the same brush I used to put the gel liner on. And I'm just going to put that underneath my lash line. Then I'm going to take the gold flat brush that we used before, and I'm going to place that in the gold. And on the lower lash line and in the tear duct, I'll place that. Now for the tear duct, I actually took the this brow bone color, the one that we were dipping into, to make the lighter gold. And I'm just gonna place that on my finger and pop that right there over it. So that's pretty much it for the shadows. While I'm waiting for the lashes to dry, I'm going to take my Milani Liquify eyeliner in black. And line my eyes. Let's see. These babies should be ready. I take, this is Intense XXL by Maybelline. It's just an old one that I had. I'm just taking the number 2, which is the actual mascara. And I'm going to place that on, I'm going to put mascara on my actual lashes to help blend the falsies with the real one. And I'm going to put a little bit on my lower lash line. So now that that's good, I'm going to go ahead and curl my lashes again with the false lashes. So normally I haven't been doing this just because it takes forever, and I'm already on like a 20-minute video, so figure what the hell. I'm gonna be taking MAC's Prep and Prime. Sorry if you can hear all those kids screaming outside. They obviously don't know I'm filming. And I just put this all over, especially like my T-zone area. And especially where like I highlight, because it does seem to give me a little bit of a glow or like a sheen on my skin. Okay, and then I'm taking Maybelline Fit Me, and this is in number 230. And I just take that on my finger and dot it around my face. This is my e.l.f. Whoa, this is my e.l.f. Stippling brush, the big one. And I just take that and buff it into my skin. Oh no, go to my eyebrow. Then I take just a, hello, what the hell is this called? Oh my gosh, that's how long. And because my nose is like, it gets kind of like, it almost looks like dry patches, and underneath my eyes, I just take that and kind of pat out the foundation right there and right in between my eyebrows and stuff. Just kind of help with the blending. Then I take my Garnier Skin Renewal Anti-Dark Circle thingy and roll some of that underneath into a triangle shape. A little bit on my forehead, down a little bit on my nose, and a tiny bit right there on my chin. Then I take that sponge and I take a little bit of water, which I seem to have lost. Oh, here it is. And just wet the sponge just a little bit so it doesn't soak up the product. And pounce that all over. Then I just let all that kind of focus. Hi. Okay, so I just let that all kind of set in, and while I'm waiting, I take my Milani powder in number 2 Fresco Chango. That's what I think of every time. I don't know why it's not even Fresco, it's Presto Chango. And I go ahead and put this in the areas where I did not use that Garnier stuff. Go ahead and set my foundation. So because I like my highlight area to be pretty bright, I don't want to use my skin tone face powder and ruin the brightness and glowiness that I have from there. Anywho, so then I just take my e.l.f. Healthy Glow bronzer powder, and this is in Luminous. As you can tell, it's not a bronzer. It is white with gold specks in it. And I just take this tapered brush, small tapered brush, and lightly tap it in there and lightly put that to set that to set the Garnier. Okay. Then the next thing I do is contour. Hello. It's pretty dark though, but when I'm tanner, it's not. So this is in Cocoa from Elf, and I'm just using a fan brush. Video is super duper long. Then I'm just taking an angled fluffy brush in the same powder lightly. So stuff is like dark. So I'm gonna move you guys over here so you guys can see what I'm doing. And I'm going to contour my nose lightly and blend it downwards. Okay. And the same thing for the side, obviously. Blend, blend, blend. You don't want it to look like you drew two lines down the middle of, or the sides of your nose, even though that's what you really just did. Then I take a little bit underneath my nose and a little underneath my bottom lip. And that gives you a bigger, poutier looking lip. Make sure you blend these contours out. So then the next thing I do is take, I think those roundabout things for my brushes. I am taking Elf blush in Tickled Pink, and oh my god, I am in love with this blush. It's like, hello, I'm barely there blush. But I am, because you can see me a tad bit. Just gives you a nice pretty blush looking. And now, because I have not used it yet, and I figured, what the hell, I'm gonna take my Hot Mama that I got out of one of my Birchboxes, and this is from the Balm, and it looks like this blush. And I'm just gonna take a tad bit because it's kind of sparkly or shimmery. And I don't really want a big shimmer, just a little bit. But I want a very shimmery highlight. So I'm taking my Elf Baked Blush, and this is in Pinktastic, and oh my god, do I love this stuff. And I'm just going to take an Elf, I think this is a blending brush, but actually I don't care for it for eyeshadows, and it's too pretty to get rid of, so I'm just taking a little bit of that and placing that right on top of my cheekbones. I'm blending it down a tad bit. And can you see that? I don't know if you can. Man, this video is gonna be uber long. Oh my god. Every time I see somebody with a highlight on their cheek, like on TV or whatever, I'm always wondering what the hell they're using. I know it ain't this, but shit. This is the same job. Then I'm just gonna take a little bit of that. Actually, I just like to use my fingers and just kind of pat it. And then if you want to take the blush and if you want to take the brush and just kind of blend it out. And a little bit down my nose, the center of your nose. Right there, Cupid's bow. And again, a little bit right there. And we are donezo's. If you want to throw on some lipstick or whatever, brush out my hair. So I've been moving it around like crazy because it's been in my face. So that is the look, the complete look. And yeah, I hope you guys like it. Let me know what you think. Thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever. And I will see you guys in my next video. Mwah. Bye. A cat scratching at the door to get in. Cat wants in. Look, Allie, do you see the kitty? No, you want to. Bye. So, neighbor kids are running by screaming again. I guess they don't know I'm trying to film a video. Gosh.